Hey guys, it's Marissa, and today's video is gonna be a little bit different. This is probably the only time that I'll ever talk about this. I'll probably won't make another video about it just because it's really sad for me to talk about. And I don't really like talking about things that make me too sad on this channel. This is mainly just a happy channel, so this is probably the one video that you're gonna see on this, and I haven't really talked about it on social media, but I've had something really unfortunate and sad happen. You guys know what an animal lover I am and how I love to rescue animals and how I have a bunch of cats that I've rescued over the years, and recently one of my cats, Cream Puff, died, and I just wanted to make this video to just kind of honor her life and talk about what a great cat she was and just share a little bit about my experience and what happened. So a lot of you guys don't know this, or maybe you do because you watched that one story time from like a really long time ago, but I'm sure most of you guys probably don't know this, but Cream Puff and Precious, two of my cats, back when my house burned down, were actually like heroes because my house burnt down really late at night. For those of you guys that don't know, it was an electrical fire. So it was a couple days before Christmas, and Cream Puff and Precious, two of my cats, Cream Puff obviously the hero of this story, started meowing outside one of my sister's doors, and that's how she woke up and discovered that there was a fire and told everyone else in my family. So I feel like this might sound so over dramatic, but I feel like in a lot of ways she's like a hero who saved my family before Christmas. I don't know, that sounds like the type of story that would just be in the news and that wouldn't be like true, but it's just different when you've lived it. So when my house burnt down, I had 3 cats, Cream Puff, Precious, and Licorice, and for those of you guys that watched my house burning down story time, Licorice died. She didn't survive the fire, and Cream Puff and Precious ran away after our house burnt down. We were so upset because, you know, they ran away. It was just a result of the fire. So a few days after the fire, my mom and I went back to our house just to like see if there was anything we could have saved. Like, I don't know if there was anything that wasn't destroyed, which everything was pretty much all destroyed. And we saw, after Cream Puff and Precious had run away, we saw that they managed to go back into our house, and they were sleeping in Shauna's bed, which I don't know why they liked her bed so much instead of mine, but because like all the windows were broken and the doors were gone, so they just walked in and they were just waiting there, and it was the cutest thing. And you know, we fed them food. We didn't just want to leave them at, you know, at the house, and they could have just ran away, but they never did. They came back. So my mom and I, what we did was we took them in carriers and we snuck them into our motel that we were staying at the time. So I remember holding Cream Puff in this crate, in this container, and having it be completely covered with sheets and having her go meow 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 and like walking into the motel and having all the people like stare at me, and all the like concierge downstairs, just me covered, like holding this meowing box and like pushing the button for the elevator, being like, come on, like open the door. It's just this little meowing box. And I think that's probably my favorite memory that I have of Cream Puff, because she had the opportunity to run away and just, I don't know, do cat things, and she didn't run away. She chose to come back after she had basically saved my whole entire family. And I was actually the one who first brought her home, and I remember I got her from a classmate, and the classmate was saying like, oh, I need to give these kittens away because if I can't, then we're gonna have to take them to the pound. My mom's gonna take them to the pound. And so I said like, yeah, like I'll take a kitten. And she had these just big, beautiful blue eyes and this like long, super fluffy, beautiful tail, and she loved sitting by the window. That was like her favorite thing to do in the world. And one of my favorite memories is obviously when she saved us from the fire, because I don't know, like I feel like people don't really understand how much animals mean until you have your own, because it's like you would never think that like a cat could save your life or like would be so loyal to you, but she was just the sweetest, most loyal cat in the world. You know, it's really unfortunate how she died. She developed cancer, and you know, we took her to so many different vets because she wasn't really eating anymore and she was getting really, really skinny. And you know, a couple of the vets like prescribed her medication and stuff. It was obviously really expensive to take her in, but we took her in so many times and got her all of these different medications. And you know, nothing was helping. She was still getting skinnier and skinnier, and she still wasn't really eating anymore. And she had a lot of like, there were a lot of like physical signs that she wasn't doing well. And you know, she would like sometimes bleed from her mouth, and we took her to a vet, and he kind of was really honest about things and said that, you know, we were being really cruel by keeping her alive, and we had to put her down and we had to let her go because she was in so much pain and she wasn't gonna get any better. And I think that was just the hardest part for us to hear, is because when you take, you know, your pet to the vet, you don't think that by getting them medication and by keeping them alive that you're doing anything wrong. And I was just so upset because I don't ever like the thought of just putting an animal down and killing them. I always feel like, oh, but what if there's a chance? What if there's a chance that she'll be okay and that, you know, the medicine will start working and it'll help her and it'll make her better. And you know, my mom was crying and I was just so upset because I had woke up that day and I thought it was just gonna be a normal day. I thought she was just gonna have a regular old trip to the vet. I had no idea that that was gonna be the last time that I ever saw her. And I remember putting her in her cat carrier and she was just screaming her head off and she was just meowing and she didn't want to go. And I was just, I mean, I wish I had known. I would have taken 5 extra minutes to brush her because I know she loved being brushed, and I would have given her an extra cat treat. And I don't know, I mean, even though I knew it was coming, I was still very surprised when she died. So Cream Puff actually had a son named Elvis. You know, looks for her every single day, and I mean, we're all trying to comfort him, but it's sad because all of the other cats know that, you know, their big mom sister is missing, and so it's just hard to see him every day and not think of her and not think of how, you know, his mom is gone. And I like to think that we made the right decision by putting her down, because even though it was like one of the hardest decisions that we've had to make, I think that I'm so happy that she's not in pain anymore, because I think you could definitely tell that she was just in so much pain, and she was in a lot of pain, and physically she just looked so drained and weak and feeble and old, and it was just really, it was sad watching her kind of waste away, but it was so heartbreaking when we had to put her down. So that was basically what happened, and kind of a summary of Cream Puff's beautiful little life. And I know that she's in cat heaven. I like to think that there's a cat heaven and a dog heaven. I feel like I know that there is. And I know that she's definitely in cat heaven. And I wanted to know if you guys have any pets or any animals or, I don't know, just anything that would make me feel better. Comment down below because I'm gonna read through all of them and hopefully some of you guys will understand what I'm going through. And if any of you guys have pets or like cat or dog, hamster, bunny rabbit, a horse, I don't know, then go hug them right now, go pet them, go give them their favorite treat, go brush them, go take a photo with them, because, you know, you never know what can happen to them, and it's always good to just appreciate your pets while they're still here, because you're gonna miss them so much once they're gone. I'll see you guys soon, and hopefully with another happy, advicey, awesome video that you guys will love. But I just had to make this video just to make me feel better, and I love you guys so much. And bye guys.